Hey guys, not here today, out for the solar eclipse still. So what do you guys gotta get done today? Let's go over that right now. All right, first and foremost, you have several art history assignments online. So if you wanna go ahead and knock those out today, by all means, you got plenty of time to do so. Remember, you're using ChatGPT or another text-to-text AI-based function to go through those processes. So let's really quickly break down what you gotta do for art history. Now, all of the art histories are exactly the same, except the slant that you have to put onto your assignment. So the example that we did in class the other day, Michelangelo's The Last Judgment. So from The Last Judgment, that is the image that's on the form that you're going to have for the Word document that you're going to be working off of in Teams. However, before that, the directions that are in the directions box before you click on the assignment, that tells you the slant. The slant that we're doing with Michelangelo's piece was, do you have free will? What are universal free wills? How do you know that you have a universal free will in your daily life? Do you have things that happen by chance, or is it a greater design? These are things I want you to ask in the AI question. So the AI question where it's find 6 iconography elements, when you're asking that, is you're putting in those items there of you're asking the AI of find me those 6 things inside the image, but also are these predetermined things that are set up in life, or are these based upon universal free will? You're having to add that into the question. The part of the student prompt section is I'm grading you on how you can design a question, how you can better ask that question that I'm asking you. How can you ask that question better to AI for it to answer back to you? So I'm judging you on those kind of nuances on how you can structure the question so you get the better response back. Now, you might have to do 2 or 3 passes at this and grab all those prompts and pop that into what you've written down, because that's going to give me a real finite understanding of how did you come up with those questions. I want to see that. I want to see your process. That's an important thing. It's like there's like 3 or 4 standards of a critique of how do we analyze our work? How do we fundamentally understand how you guys think? This is all part of those processes. So seeing that as basically your rough drafts of how you got to a finished essay. Those questions that you're asking are your rough draft statements. I need to see all of that. Now for my ceramics class, you guys are starting a brand new project. I have a video on that already. I'm putting it in the description. So when you go down to after this video, click on the next video so that you can see the walkthrough tutorial of the tri-foot vase. Now for this piece, I know that I'm telling you guys to use a slab roller. I have a couple students who have already used a slab roller in class that can walk you through it. I'll try and walk you through it. I should have walked you through it before class, so I should do that today. For you guys using the slab roller, make sure that you're putting the clay in between the 2 pieces of canvas, because you can't roll the slab otherwise. You gotta roll it in between the 2 pieces of canvas. For the tri-foot vase, watch the tutorial video, come up with a sketch in your sketchbook so you have a game plan as to how you're going to design, decorate, and work on that vase. I've already gone over this in class the day before, so make sure that you understand how those pieces all work together. This piece is all about visual texture. So how can we create an illustrated design on the outside of the piece? Put down a couple sketches about what other things that you would add into that design to make that design more fluid and more put together. Big things that I'm looking for as you're putting the piece together is how you're sealing up the feet at the bottom and the seam on the side. You want to make sure that all of those pieces are really flushed together properly before you start doing any sort of detail work on there, because you don't want to have a crack that would be a problem to the piece at the end when I go to fire it. So proper build, smoothing everything out. You got a sponge if you need to smooth things out even more to get that nice polished finish, and then doing a visual texture on the outside. So working on these things. Awesome, guys. If you guys have any questions, throw something down in the comments. The comments ding to my phone. I should be able to check it out. I will make no promises about answering stuff because my attention is fully on the eclipse right now. But if you guys have questions on stuff, happy to answer those questions. I'll see you guys next class. Later, guys.